team, so let everybody switch. Just stay where you at. I'd rather shoot you in the face before I stab you in the back. I'd rather
Welcome to the Str8 Factz Podcast, where we speak straight facts, nothing but the facts. So don't make us fact check that. And today, I got another special guest, man. I'm gonna go and let him introduce himself.
Oh man, what's up, E man? How you been, bro?
What's good, man?
D.Fall, man. Stephen Eggleston, government. You feel me? Because sometimes, you know, these days I'm doing some legit business.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Let them know the real name.
Dig. Man, we're gonna get straight into it, man. Man, I appreciate you for taking time out, you know, to come do this. Before I press record, you know how you were saying it's your first podcast, you know, your first like interview, you know, on camera and things that you're putting out. And I was researching. So, you know, when I get people that come on the podcast, I like to just, you know, even if I know something about them or whatever, I just like to do extensive research. And I'm looking and I'm like, again, there's no interviews on there. You know, so what's that like, you know, how come? Just for you, for what you do and how long you've been in all the industries you in? How come, you know?
Well, you know, when we started doing it, man. We were out there, you know, we did what we said in our raps. Right. So, you know, we tried to keep it as low key as we could. A lot of times we would do shows, they would know our sound, but they might not know our face. Right. Mm-hmm. We didn't have all the videos and all the things that, you know, everybody got right now. And you know, people have asked, you know, you want to get on my podcast, man? You want to get on my radio show? You want to get on my TV show? Nah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
True. I
just find you can get more done when people don't necessarily know you're involved with it. So
that's true.
I like to play the background.
Dig. Well,
but you feel me? So I had to come on.
Yeah, like I say. So y'all, I appreciate that. I appreciate it, man. So let's take it back all the way to the beginning, man. Where you originally from, where you grew up at, and then how did you end up in Lafayette?
I'm originally from Durham, North Carolina, man. Was getting a little trouble, and my dad did like Will Smith's family. He said, "You gotta go live with your mama over there in Louisiana." And I didn't expect from Louisiana. They were living in Pineville at the time before they moved. So, you know, I moved down there, and I didn't know I was coming.
Right.
It was my mama's Christmas. So I came down to stay with my mom for Christmas, and it was time to leave 2 weeks later. You know, I said, all right, Mom, so, because they were petty, so each one buy a ticket, you know. I said, my ticket yet? She said, what are you talking about? She said, your daddy didn't tell you? Tell me what? He said, you're not going back home. You got to understand, I brought a couple weeks of clothes. I left my car back home. I didn't tell nobody bye.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of days later, I mean, it was January 2nd, I believe. I ended up at Peabody, man. And I did my last year and a half of high school out there. And you know, me and Moms, we ain't quite G that much at the time. So I was 17, man. I signed on the line, joined the military.
Yeah. Came
back from training and ended up in Lafayette, man.
Okay. Around what age were you when you after you enrolled and you got back to Lafayette?
I was 17. I was 17 when I stepped on USL's campus, man.
So you went. So tell us about that. You enrolled in school. What you enrolled in school in?
I don't remember what my real major was, but you know, when they ask you what your major is, all the girls in there. So I said pre-med.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a doctor, you heard me? So I couldn't pass biology for nothing, but it worked.
Yeah.
At the time, the legal drinking age in Lafayette was 18.
Okay.
You know, so I turned 18 shortly after, you know. But got on the yard. Man, it was crazy, bro. Because at the time, we was like the number 3 party school in the nation.
Okay.
And, you know, I had never been to this place called New Orleans, you know.
Yeah.
And I called my partner. They was from the Ninth Ward.
Yeah.
And we ended up in New Orleans. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
I was head first after that. My partners I met, I don't know if you know them, Phil.
Okay. I don't know him personally,
Big
but I know him from the music scene, and I mean he's a much old. Again, he's before my time, but I know of him.
Yeah, man, that was my man.
Yeah.
And then I had met a couple other cats from there, and started music and
yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was how I was going next. Get into like how did you get into the music and
well, back in North Carolina, I did what now they would call spoken word, and so I could always rhyme because I would get in trouble a lot when I was little.
Okay.
So my mama, she stopped whooping me, so she put me on punishment.
Okay.
So I was in the room, and all she would give me was they had these books called weekly reader books.
Okay.
So I read a lot, and I'd have pen and pad, and so I would just write around mostly like I hate you, hope you fall out a window. Oh, I'm just saying,
yeah.
and then people started rapping. And I said, well, shit, I could rap, but I didn't rap at first because my voice, I could sing.
Yeah.
Like Johnny Gill voice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for real. And I was kind of mad my voice changed. But the only thing was, all the cats I knew that was rapping, they had chains, they had pieces, you know what I'm saying? And they had a little different swag. And singing really wasn't really getting no girls at the time.
Right.
Rappers was. So I said, well, shit, let me throw a couple rhymes. And that's really how it started, bro.
Okay. Okay. About how old are you? Like, about how old were you when this around this time?
My first was in third grade. It was about the big wolf.
Okay.
Yeah. And then from there, it just kind of progressed. I don't want to say garbage but when you're not around rappers, you don't have no rhyme schemes yet.
Right.
You know, rhyme, but it didn't really have no melody to it. You know?
Right.
I'm not gonna say I was a gangster kid, but I was a little unruly,
Yeah.
So most of the kids I hung around with squares. So when they rap, they'd be like, a hippa, a dida, that East Coast thing.
Right.
They like stab them. So I didn't fit in none of the groups.
Right.
Till I moved here.
Okay.
And it was like, oh, this how y'all getting down for real.
Yeah.
I think I put out my first tape in 93. And I'm gonna make you laugh. K Chill's a funny dude now.
Yeah.
But K Chill recorded my first tape, made my first tape. He was with a group called Rude Boy Click out of Opelousas.
Okay.
Yeah. And K Chill studio, and I think he charged me, I'm not lying, man. It was $50 an hour, bro. Yeah. K Chill money, bro. If you see this, I need my money. And I knew a little chick who worked at Kinko's. So make all my little inserts for my and Radio Shack days had these little orange and black tapes. And you do one song on one side and flip it over, maybe do the screw version or a remix on another. And I was slanging them things, man. $5 a piece, man.
Yeah.
Dudes wasn't doing it like that back then.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, what year was that? That was 93, went into 94.
Okay.
And in 94, I met this dude that went to USL. He was from Houston. And I remember he stayed in some apartments off College Saloon.
Okay.
Other couple dudes in the group. And he said, man, y'all come by, man, making beats. And he let me hear this little tape or CD of a dude. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's Bounce.
Yeah.
Bounce is all right. Everybody was doing. He said, but here's new stuff. And it went because ESG was the DJ at a club called Shadows.
Okay.
I hadn't met dudes yet.
Okay.
That solo house. That was Sean Jemison house, his apartment.
Okay.
I said, okay. And he was selling tracks. Boy, this is no joke. First track was $80. Second track, $50. And I remember looking at my dude going, nah, man, that's too high, bro. Nah, bro. But he gave a couple tips, kind of told us how to do the thing. You know how the ESG swinging and banging out, but that was crazy.
Okay.
And from there, I realized I wasn't good to be in a group. So it was solo. And your homeboy, Birdman.
Okay.
you know, Birdman, funny man from the night.
Yeah.
And I used to say, man, I'm gonna be a rapper. And so, you know, Bird, every time I come around, here come the rapper Downfall. I said, how you call me Downfall, bro? He said, because, bro, you stay going to jail. You got too many downfalls to be a rapper. You ain't gonna make it. And so they called me Downfall. Bird gave me that name. And then you know how we is, you know, they shorten it. D-Fall. And that's how D-Fall came about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Say, look, that was one of my questions too, personally, because I never knew, and I know your real name and I know D-Fall, and I'm like, I don't see how that came about.
Right.
Okay.
People don't. I think that's why I originally got on Facebook, man, because nobody knew who I was.
Right.
What's up, D? Derek, Donovan?
Man. Okay. So you just stuck with you just stuck with it.
That's what they call me, so that's what I stuck with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dope. That's real dope. It's natural.
Yeah.
Like I said, I ain't know that. Dang, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of what I became as an artist, honestly, came out of dudes from New Orleans. I don't know why I got along with cats from New Orleans so well.
Yeah.
It was natural kind of swag. Yeah. They, you know, a lot of cats I knew was kind of fronting. You know.
Yeah.
But those cats, it wasn't the ones I knew. You feel me?
Right.
So I spent some time with them, and they introduced me to some other people that, you know, and we just kind of yeah.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, shit. That's dope, though. It's blown my mind because, like I said, I was gonna ask that, and it just came out like naturally, like boom.
Yeah.
That's how. Dig, man. Music, man. Like I said, I was checking out. Last music you dropped was like that's popping up was like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
I know, you know, you've been doing other things, but what's like you just decided to put music, you know, to the side, like, look, I'm gonna focus on this right now, or like, what's the reason behind you know, just not dropping music in the last 3 years?
Well, between me, you, and I guess the world now, I'm still doing music. The only thing is,
right. I mean, for us releasing,
I'm ghostwriting. They got a few songs on the radio right now that I get a nice quarterly check on.
Okay.
Yeah. I never leave it because that's my first love.
Right.
I'm 51 now. Life is pretty decent, bro.
51, man. We can't tell you 50. We can't tell you 51, man.
Man, you know,
we can't tell you 51, man. For real.
Man, bro, I just, you know, if I were to rap and do some gutter stuff, I'd be lying.
Right.
You know, every song I make would have to be about my kid, you know, my little girl, how things are going, and my family, and you know, it would be a lie. So I said, well, let me just write my experience for these other cats. I still do, you know, but again, I stand about, man, you want to put your name on? No. Want to be in the video? No. I'm good. All them tracks keep coming through.
Yeah, right.
I want to rap. I want to drop something.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Know when to let it go, E.
Nah, facts. I mean, like you said, you there, but you're not there. You always there. You're gonna be there. Nah, facts. That's the part of the industry itself. You have to grow with the industry.
Yeah.
Like you can keep dropping music, but it's like, again, if I'm not my life, it would be a lot for me to record music for my life. Like, so I'd rather do this.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. Totally get it, man. Cool. So how you switch it, man? How you get into real estate, man? How you know, like really got into that?
By accident.
Yeah.
You know, the music was winding down for me, as far as being an artist. And so, you know, I ain't had no job since my daughter was born in 2006.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
You know, just doing a little business, stuff like that. But I'm sitting around the couch, and sometimes, you know, I might not get up from there for a couple of days, you know. And, you know, my wife come home and say, what'd you do today? shit, what you see me doing right now? I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
The light's still on, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
she had a friend of hers at work, you know, was doing real estate now, doing well. There's a meeting this Wednesday. I said, I don't care. I don't want to go. She said, well, just do me a solid and go. That's not really how she said it.
Right.
Said, go, you know. So I looked at it and I said, oh, all right, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And, yeah. It was an accident, bro.
Yeah.
An accident.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I found. A lot of people who jump in real estate, they're square business. So, you know, some of them don't have a whole lot of hustle with them.
Yeah.
That, you know, I don't have to break any laws. I don't have to finesse, but I just had a little more hustle than they had.
Yeah.
And I said, well, damn, you're not going to get that money?
Yeah.
I'll go get it. You know, and that led us to where we are today, you know. So
yeah. Dig, man. What would you tell a first time home buyer? What's the first thing they should do before anything? The first thing they should do.
Contact me. Nah.
Okay. That's the first thing. What's the after they contact you, give it to us.
They need to get pre-approved.
Okay.
Right? You need to find out how much you can afford.
Yeah.
I don't spend my time with broke people, right? If that makes sense. What I'm saying is, it don't mean they're broke, but if if you're not pre-approved, to buy a home, then you can't buy a home.
Right.
Right. So I need you to go to the lender, and I need you to let them tell you how much you can get. How much home can you get? Right.
Yeah.
And then from there, we go out and find you exactly what it is that you want in your price range.
Yeah.
Usually takes about 30 days. From the time you meet me to the time you're in a new home, it's about 45 days.
Yeah.
45 days.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. On the other side, if it's someone that want to get into real estate, what will be the first thing that they should do?
Contact me. It's always the same first step.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people will feel like, like you say, oh no, this is what I had to do, so you go do this. I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad you say that. Like, willing to help.
There's so many people in the world, man. There's so much money out there. We ain't got to gatekeep nothing, man.
Yeah.
Usually when people come to me and ask about real estate, I tell them exactly what I did, where I went to school, how I did my classes. I help them study, I help them pass the tests, and whether they come to my brokerage or they go somewhere else, because at the end of the day, it's a lonely existence when you're the only one that can go on vacation 2-3 times a month. You need a passport. You feel me? Because work, or maybe they don't have to end. So if I can get everybody making some paper, we can all go together. I mean, nobody counting your money when they got their own.
That's true.
So yeah, man, I share.
I mean, also too, that's true too. Like, I mean, if I call y'all friends or family too, and I mean, like you say, going on vacation by yourself is cool, but also too, it get boring. And if I could, help my people come, then why not?
Yeah, exactly. Especially people that might look like us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't think we can do it because nobody shows them how to do it. You might see a couple of people, they doing it, but showing you how to do it.
Right.
Right. Just like the music, man.
Yeah. You're a watchman.
Yes, sir.
You got the watch tatted on you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the meaning of the watch being tatted on you and you getting it tatted? What's the meaning behind it?
So I had somebody that told me one time. He said, "Look, man, I'm gonna coach you on how to get successful. One thing, you got to see your dreams. You got to see them all the time." So, he talked about a vision board, but I thought that's kind of weird. I cutting stuff out and putting it on and looking at it. So I said, everything that I want, I'm gonna tat on me. I got my publishing company and music and all that on me.
Yeah.
But first watch that I ever really wanted to buy.
Yeah.
And so I said, let me tat it on me. And I looked at it every day. And then one day I went to grab that thing. Right.
Yeah.
And,
what kind of watch was it?
Oh man, just a little rolly,
Yeah.
It's got a little back tick. It looked like it, but it's swivel. A little.
Yeah.
It's a back tick.
Yeah. You gotta school them, man. You gotta school them.
Yeah.
Now is this the same Rolex that recently you left on the hood of the car?
No, man. I have I got a few of them.
Okay.
That was.
Tell us about that one, and what happened, and what was going through your mind at the time when you realized that you left it on the hood.
Being complacent, bro. Just too many things at one time.
Right. It'll happen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, if they don't know me, they think, oh, he about his money. I'm really not, bro. I'm about my time.
Yeah.
My time. And, the more money you got, you know what I'm saying, the more time you got. Right?
True. That's true.
And, I love my time.
Yeah.
And so, but that's the only thing I really spend money on, man. Timepieces.
Yeah.
Because they grow in value, right?
Yeah.
I trade sometimes on the secondary market,
Yeah.
So I might trade a couple watches to get a nicer watch.
Right.
I was watching that show with T.I. was on it, where he was the judge, and he was leaving that store in Atlanta, Killer Mike's shop.
Okay, I never saw it. So.
Where he was leaning out the window, and I said, "Ooh, I gotta have that."
Yeah.
And I saw it in Vegas, bro. About 2 months later, I called my wife, and she said, "Well, how much is it?" And I told her. She said, "Boy, But I came home with that thing. I think I like a nice timepiece, bro.
Right. Yeah. No, like I said, I just from what I know, that's one thing I've learned for sure. That you're a watch man for sure, man.
I don't do diamonds. I don't do diamonds.
Yeah. Because the one that you actually, and I had to double look at it because I was wondering if that's how it was made until I read the post of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like it could be made like that.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
It looked like it just got some, little rough, like you got it made with rough edges,
Yeah, and people say, "Man, go ahead and get that fixed." I'm like Eazy-E, man. Go buy another,
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, my daddy actually started me on watches, man. Yeah. Years ago, he called me and he showed me this watch, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice." I asked what he paid for it, and I was like, "Oh, word!" It wasn't expensive, but it was,
Yeah.
And so I would always try to one up him, Then he could get melts, then I one up, and then we got to the point where he just stopped. Cut it out, man.
Yeah.
That was our thing, man. That was our thing.
Dig. The transition, well, not even a transition, but from the music to the clothing line.
Yeah.
The clothing line. Tell us about that as far as the name of it and then the meaning behind the design that you chose.
Okay. It's called Team D.Fall, TEIMDFALL. Of course, D.Fall from, but somebody said, "Man, ain't no I in team," so I put the I in team.
Okay.
Hey, put the I in team. Originally, I just made it so I would have something to wear that nobody else had on, right? Okay. And then people would say, "Oh man, let me get one of those." So I put the price just ridiculously high when it first started. T-shirt, $100, because I don't really want you to wear it.
Yeah.
But then people started buying, a couple people.
Yeah.
Hey, well, shit, that's, I mean, it ain't, look, bro, I ain't got no fancy stories, bro.
Yeah.
I be falling into stuff because I don't be thinking that, but that's how it originally happened, bro.
Yeah. Nah, man, I need me another hoodie or two for sure.
Yeah. You got that?
Sure. The I'm a Bill Millionaire. need that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and again, I never knew that's why you spelled it the way you spelled it. You put the I in team. Like,
man. You
know? Yeah. The design, I don't want to say the wrong thing. What was it? Huh?
It's a panther.
Okay, yeah. And just how did the panther come about? Just
because I needed a design that nobody had.
Okay.
Notice my logo goes on the right side.
Right.
Every clothing line is on the left.
Right.
And that's just that's just what that is.
Yeah. The standout, the original. Definitely. Laffy Sweets, man.
Laffy Sweets. Oh yeah, Laffy Sweets.
Yeah.
So me and a girl I know, she's another realtor.
Okay.
She likes to bake. I like to come up with ideas.
Yeah.
Worked on a cookie formula and
tested
it and it works. So
a cookie formula.
A cookie is a chocolate chip cookie, but it's got a special ingredient in it. And we researched chocolate chip cookie is the most sold cookie in the United States, at least. I don't know about the world.
Right. I can see that. I mean, yeah.
And so, Chips Ahoy, they put their formulas online and how much, chip you use. So we added a quarter more chips because, I don't like to eat a cookie and don't get no chocolate chip. Right.
Right.
And again, I said, hey, you think you can bake these up? She said, I could try. So she baked them up. We gave some away. Ooh, what is that? What is that? Got one.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was a couple years ago. But I didn't get in front of it. I let her handle everything.
Yeah.
But 2 months ago, I said, all right, let's do a rebrand. Let's change some things. Let's get some gear and let's start giving stuff away. Let's start getting some clientele. So now we got a couple food trucks about to jump on.
Okay.
And people buy from us,
Okay. Y'all ship? Because I gotta get my hand on some.
So that's coming up. What we're working on is the cookie dough. Instead of just the cookies.
Okay.
Don't have the cookie dough like you can buy the cookie dough. You freeze it, you buy the cookie dough, and you make as many cookies as you want.
Okay.
Trying to ship a bunch of cookies.
Yeah.
So, just some things in the works, man.
Okay. We're gonna stay tuned for that. For sure, man.
Yeah.
From when you started doing music, and through the years, man. Again, what's your take like on the music scene, as as like the up and coming and the local music scene right now? Because even like we can say, okay, we're in 25. Even like 10 years ago, there was a bunch of artists.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, so many artists. Everybody was an artist, was making music. What's your take on the music scene now? And then how do you feel like it changed?
The hustle changed.
Okay.
I always use that example. This is how we do it. Doom. Well, when I take the song, he made me stop liking Slick Rick for a little while because it was so corny, bro. But everywhere I went, I heard that song.
Yeah.
I stepped in the club, it came on. Doom. I loved it.
Yeah.
Ooh. So what I learned was, if you got talent, that just means they're gonna come find you for the music, right? But if you don't, just keep making them listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what people don't do. I find that people have a song and it may jam, but they get tired of it, right?
Exactly.
So studio, they make another song.
Yeah.
And after 3 or 4 songs, they done buried a banger.
Yeah.
Because they're not patient, They put it on Facebook, they get 100 likes, and I done did it. Let's do another one. Boom.
Yeah. Right.
And I learned that from Q, bro.
Yeah.
Take a song, and I asked him, I said, bro, how can you keep performing the same song for years? It's been 12 years. You don't get tired of performing the shuffle? And he said, I don't get tired of getting paid. He said, no, but he said, seriously though, he goes places where they never heard it before. Now, can you imagine? They never heard it.
Right.
Right? And so, how? But then you know, I don't know, bro. What I think about the scene, I'm a fan now, so I can listen to music differently.
Right.
I don't really have to judge it. You know, one day somebody put on Nardo Wick, and I said,
okay.
Ooh, because I believe him.
Yeah.
If I can believe it, I don't care if you think about love. If I believe you, jam it. And my little girl, she's 18, you know, she'll get in the car and be like, turn it down. You know, loud.
Yeah.
Turn it down. You're too old for that. I say, I hear you. But I believe them boys.
Nah, man, I believe them boys, man. Them boys ain't lying. Them boys is not lying.
I don't think so.
Yeah, man. Like, it's crazy. And I asked that because, like I said, I was on Slick, OG Slick. I was on his platform Friday, and he asked me that, you know, just one thing what I could change about the industry, and I was just like, man, if it like really that drill music, like, cause it's too real. It's too it's real.
Yeah.
And everybody that do it almost, you know, end up going to jail or dead. Like that's the two options of that.
Yeah.
You know, and just coming up, I've always heard, you know, I mean, you hear some of the bigger artists say it now, you can't mix the streets in the industry. It won't work.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Not for long, man.
Yeah, you know, you look at NWA. You know, Dre really smacked D Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Them boys was really, you know, Easy was out there cutting up. You know,
yeah.
So, out there, so I ain't got to tell you. But at the same time, there was a line,
right? Facts.
And some of it is entertainment, and it's okay to entertain us,
right,
while telling us the truth, right? But at some point, you have to talk about what you did, not necessarily what you're doing,
right?
Shout out to OJ Slick though, because you know that's original Big Business clique right there. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know too many people that I've personally met.
Yeah,
put it together like he put it together.
Yeah, Slick nice.
Oh, he's super nice.
Yeah, super. For sure. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I would like to see more female rappers.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, that Get It Sexy. I know.
Glow. I like Glow.
I like Glow until the other day when I'm looking at the news. I said, what is she doing, Glow?
What she did? I didn't see latest.
Something about some dope. She got
her house. Yeah, I did.
I'm like, what is you doing?
Yeah.
See, that's one of those, you know. I know you don't.
I think it was more so for. I mean, it could be for whatever, but it was more so personal use too.
Not that much.
Yeah, it was.
You can use that support if you want to. You got a great lawyer, maybe that shit'll fly. But ain't no.
Right. I mean, you know.
I don't want to be dry ratting because I wasn't there. You know, I'm just saying.
Right.
I don't believe it.
Right. Yeah, nah, man. You know, at a certain point, you gotta too. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Where you lay your head at your home, like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, you know, but I mean, I guess that's not trying to still impress people that I don't know if they really care about you. Because people that care about you when we're a little older, you know, somebody will pull your coat and say, look, man,
Yeah.
You know, like when I started, you know, they were like, hey, man, go to school, bro. You know, you out here banging, but we need attorneys too. You know, we need doctors. We need, you know, people that can help us because we lost. We done. We ain't going to college. We ain't on Facebook and on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So since you are and you can do that, you know, call them if you need, but get your stuff together, man. Ain't nothing wrong with being a family man, you know, taking care of your kids. taking care of your responsibilities. There's no shame in that, bro. Because, you know, when you're sitting in the front of that plane and they feeding you your breakfast, you feel me? They don't have where money came from, you know. And, you know, you can't get a passport if you got too many crazy things going on. I mean, it's more than Florida. You feel me?
Yeah. So,
yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, the music, bro, I just, I love it, bro. I can't get enough of it. But I do wish that some of these talents would keep it in the studio.
Right.
Keep it in the studio. Right.
Yeah. Music. Good. So a while back, man, you got into a bad accident.
Yeah.
On your bike.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it? Can you talk about it? You know, let us know what happened, and you know, like just how the recovery is going.
It was May 4th of last year. I was going on the highway. I was going about 60, 65, and it's about to turn off on the ramp. I don't know, man. Some dude's coming down the side of the road. I don't even, not even the street, just the side of the highway, and he going at least what I was going to keep, you know, to catch up with me. And I turned and it was lights out. Man, the only thing I remember, I was going over the bike. I saw the bike, and I remember saying, you know, people think you can be praying, oh, please, God, you know, not what you're thinking about, bro.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking nothing. I was thinking, shit, I got to hit this ground.
Right.
And lights was out. I woke up in the hospital. I had broken my ankle, my knees, my ribs, my arms and stuff, and everything was scarred up. You know, I had a little head trauma and still recovering. Everything's on my ankle. It is it's an experience that has changed everything about me, bro. I mean, when I say everything, I don't take no shorts, bro.
Yeah.
If I go order some food at the restaurant and I say, yeah, let me get it this way, and it ain't that way, I'm not gonna cut up, but I'm like, nah, you can take that back.
Right.
Life, bro. Life's not short. It's the long we do.
Yeah.
But when you almost lose it, I'm not talking about from out there doing crazy stuff. You know, you're expected to, you know, but I'm just talking about just riding, man.
Yeah.
Life is different, bro. And it's increased everything I've done, my businesses, because no don't mean nothing to me.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as no. It's like, head first, let's go. The worst somebody says no. And you gotta tell me no like 7 times.
Right.
So life is better, the air is better.
Yeah.
You know, I got a little more God in me than I had before.
Yeah.
God in me, you know. But I participate in some things now, man, because I just appreciate living
right.
A little more, bro. A little more.
Yeah. Did the guy stay on the scene?
Nah, it was a hit and run. There's no cameras on the highway. You know, the police report and witnesses saw it and all that, you know. But when we were talking about going to court and suing and insurance company, they ain't pay nothing.
Right.
Nothing. So that's been another experience, bro.
Right.
Dang. But the VA, look, VA just picked it up. You know, my military stuff. So that's only been 2 months out of the last 14. You feel me? Yeah. But it is what it is.
Yeah. The bike, man. You gonna get another bike?
I am. But I'm gonna get a trike though.
Okay.
You know, with them big fat tires in the back. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because look, man, the bike didn't hurt me.
Yeah. Right.
You know, look, you're looking at me crazy over there.
Dig, man. I ain't gonna keep you long, man. Before we get out of here, man, like you said, man, Neil, man, we watched Neil grow up, man. She just went to college, man. How does it feel, man, to have an empty nest, man?
Look, bro, it feels nice around. Hey, bro, look, I got clothes on now for this little thing, but nah, walk to the door, get it going. Get it. Children around here no more, man.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool, but man, you know, I talk to Nia more now than when she lived here. You know,
Yeah.
When I leave here, I'm gonna go. Go take a little gift I got her. It's crazy.
Yeah. Say, I agree. I agree with the people on Facebook, man. We think you miss her more, like like.
Look, check this out though. You know, Nia to finish high school in 9th grade.
Right.
So Nia's been in college since they was 15.
Yeah.
First finished up at SLCC because I couldn't send her out with the Wolves.
Right.
So Nia got the associate's degree in May. And so Nia actually has 64 credit hours right now. So when Nia finishes this semester in nursing, Nia starts clinicals next semester. So Nia, yeah. Nia's almost done with the nursing degree to get the RN. And then, she wants to get her nurse practitioner license.
Right. Dang.
It'll be 22 and just.
That's crazy. What's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man, we're proud of it, man.
That's what's up, man. Dig, man. Man, let the people know before we get out of here. Let them know, how they can contact you, for any anything dealing with real estate. The Lafayette Suites, if you want to put it out there. Give it to us. Let them know where they can find you at.
All right, man. Look, you can find me on. I'm on Facebook. Except for old people. Facebook. I got an Instagram. I don't really play with it too much.
Right.
I love TikTok, But EH Realty. Right. This is, I don't really put the information out there. You know why? Because I like to deal with people who want to deal with me. So It ain't hard to find nobody in this world. You want to find somebody, you'll find them, look them up. So look, man, you want to look up my business part, look up Lafayette Suites at Instagram, at Facebook, EH Realty, at Facebook, at Instagram. You want to do some music, just holler at me, man. I'm regular, everyday people, man.
Yeah.
I'll let your boy.
Yeah. Too, and before I keep saying that, but again, because I just keep thinking too. So, and I was saying that your wife is into real estate now. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So now it's two of y'all double the trouble.
No, it's hell, son. Don't look at me. I said what I said. Hey, bro. Let me tell you something. So the first thing.
I don't want to start nothing, man.
No. First, I've been telling her to retire for the last 3 years. She's been at AT&T. She was there for 23 years.
Yeah.
And so finally, Neil was going to school. I said, look, you don't have no choice, man. You retired. You're done.
Yeah.
So she walked away from the job 3 weeks ago. She already put something on the contract. She's closing this week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's a beautiful thing, that power, but it's never a power couple. People are lying on TV to y'all. It's all one person and another person, and they fussing and they fighting, and there's love there. Bro, if I've been doing this, I'm talking to her and you. If I've been doing this for this long, and it's working, and I tell you to go right, she go left. And I'm like, come on, man, let's get this bread.
Yeah.
But she's smarter than me. That's what made me so mad, bro. It took me a couple times to pass it. I failed it first time for a couple times. She took it. It was easy. You know what I'm saying? She prettier than me. She look better than posters. People want to work with her more.
Yeah.
But what I told her today is I said, look, you're about to close the first deal. I'm trying to book this trip to the Bahamas, to take out there real quick. You know what I mean? But I think I'm gonna tell her, hey, take a few months off. You've been working 23 years, right? Take 3, 4, 5, 6 months off. I got this. Relax. Sometimes don't even get up, shower. Don't do that. Just chill, bro. Enjoy being. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got it. You feel me? But she been there trying to prove something to me, and she ain't doing nothing but making me want to body slam, man.
Dig. But like I say, man,
it's good.
Real talk. Like I say, man, I checked, bro. You ain't gonna have no interviews, no nothing. So I appreciate you for taking the time out and then making my platform the first one you did, man. Again, I really appreciate it. Real.
Sure, bro.
Yeah, that's another episode of the Str8 Factz Podcast where we speak straight facts, nothing but the facts. So don't make us fact check that. We out of here.